The comma is really powerful. It's an intake of breath. It is a pause. It gives flavor. It's like the salt in a soup.
There's a simple way to think about the rules for using commas. There are really four basic rules. One is that commas are used to separate the parts of a compound sentence. I went to the movie, comma, and I enjoyed it. So you've got two independent clauses that could stand on their own. They're joined with a coordinating conjunction, which makes them a compound sentence. And we want to use a comma to separate the parts of a compound sentence. The second basic way to use a comma is to separate words in a series. I ate pizza, comma, tossed salad, comma, and breadsticks. So here we have a group of three items: the pizza, the tossed salad, and the breadsticks. And to indicate that there are three separate items, I put commas in between each of those. That's your second basic use of the comma. The third basic use of a comma is to set off long introductory material. After I finished class, comma, I treated myself to a dish of ice cream. So you've got that long introductory clause going on there, and you're setting it off with a comma. And then commas to set off interrupting phrases. Sometimes in a sentence you'll have a phrase or clause or a word embedded in the middle of the sentence. And if you can take that phrase, clause, or word out of the sentence and not confuse the reader about the meaning of the sentence, it is called an interrupter, and commas are used to set it off. My sister Susan is younger. Because I have just one sister, her name is superfluous there. She wouldn't like me to say that, but it is. And so I set her name off in commas to signal that you could take her name out of the sentence and not really have any effect on the meaning of the sentence. The president, comma, who will retire, comma, spoke. Once again, here you've got a clause that is superfluous or extra. The meaning of the sentence doesn't depend on that information. It's an interrupter, and I can put commas on either side of it to show that it could just come right out of there. And that's basically the four situations where you're using a comma.